Hi guys, it's Hayden here. I am going to do another little resin thing. I'm going to be playing with my little round mold here. I made this yesterday, did glitter on the bottom. I kind of did it in a two-part, and I learned a couple things while doing it. Put glitter on the bottom part, let that set up, and then I did the rock on the top part, and then I put this little thing in there, or the little hook thing to make it like a necklace. I've got a ridge here. My hubby's got a Dremel tool. I'm gonna try and smooth it out later. And I got another little ridge here because I went and moved things around and ended up making a few air pockets before it completely hardened. So like I said, I learned a few things, but I'm going to take this, I'm gonna try and put this pretty little rock in here and see what I can do with it. So I'm going to start with, and I figure the rock is where I want the rock to sit up. One thing with this UV resin, and again I'm just using the UV resin, it is, you can take it, and I'm going to fill this up about part way. So the rock sits right about in the middle. And the two halves are pretty equal in size, so okay. And the nice thing is when you're just putting it in there, you don't end up with any bubbles. Well, I have my UV flashlight, and this stuff, I mean, it does not take much at all for it to set. Especially, it takes, like, if I remember correctly, it's 10 minutes out in the sunshine in a clear day, about 30 minutes on a cloudy day. Me, I'm one of those ones, I leave it out probably about 15 to 20 minutes even on a sunny day just to make sure it's done it right. Well, the UV flashlight does not take much at all for it to harden up at all. So before I put the rock on it and don't have to take it outside and do the, oh, let's wait 10 minutes before we do this. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the UV real quick. And with the UV flashlight, it's only supposed to take about 2 minutes for it to set up. But I mean, as soon as the sun hits it, it wants to be done and set up completely. And I'll show you. This is when I can smell it, is when, oh, is there a bubble in there? But see now, it doesn't even want to move around. Now that it's in there, it doesn't move around. So it does not take much at all with this. I just wanted to set it up for a moment. And then I'm going to put a little bit more on here. Get it to be an even concept. Because I don't want the rock to move around when I put it in here. I'm going to carefully, tweezers are probably not wide enough. Okay, it's not going to work. Set it down. Nope, I want you more in the middle. This is where I'm going to get the funky bubbles and stuff. So I take it, I'm going to sit it there. And there you see. Move this over just a little bit. And get it to sit still where I want it. I'm going to put just a little bit more in here. I'm going to sit that there, get to sit still. My hands are really shaky today. I did something to my shoulder and I don't have a lot of hold still balance. Hit that with that for just a moment. And you have the rock. It does not want to move around anymore. Oops, I messed up, I touched it. Look at this funky, there is an air bubble now. So yeah, this is a completely learning as I go. I'm getting air bubbles, but I'm gonna go ahead and squirt out an air bubble right there. And I'm learning not to touch. I mean, if I move it around, it likes to come up and around it. I'm sorry if I did something to my shoulder. I don't know what I did, but it is not a happy shoulder. And my left shoulder, and see it's moving around again. Bottom part's moving around, and that's why I had problems with this. I ended up with, I don't know if I can show if you guys see it. I ended up with like a funky wavy look there, and I was feeling I've already got bubbles starting to form underneath. Okay, so this one is going to be another learning experience. It might be one that I need to let it sit up before I'm scared to pull it out. But there's like a big, yep, there it goes. This one is already, yeah, I got it goofed up. So it's gonna goof up on me. Wait a few moments to harden up. What's that funky little thing going on? Yeah. And it does get warm. One thing I've noticed, and I don't know if regular resin does it because I've never played with regular resin, and it just a little stream just come through. It's starting to harden, so it shrinks or something. And yeah, okay. The reason why I harden it up a little bit before I put the top on, because the top seems to sit on it better when it's a little harder. I'm gonna put this on gently with it because I've noticed I have bubbles and stuff when I put this on for some reason. I'm trying to make sure I have all the way sealed. And I did learn when I was doing this one not to put the nozzle that in there and squeeze it, and because yeah, air's got to have somewhere to go, so it is kind of a little trick to get it to fill up. So I do it over the top so it's like dripping into it. And do it nice and slow. And you can see it slipping down the edges. Yeah, this one's gonna have the funkies on it too. But I'm gonna play with the Dremel tool. And see if I can smooth. Oop, there's a big old bubble, I just saw it. It's starting to fill up. I'm thinking this takes a lot of the resin though. I'm learning on it. I'll let that settle for a minute. Because my bottle's starting to feel light. And this is the second one. I want to make sure I don't have any leaks going on. Yep, I got 2 bubbles right there. And I want the bubbles to come up because I ended up with a bubble in this one right there, and it made a little divot in it. Don't know if I can save, so I definitely want to try. Oh, I'm getting close to the end. Okay, so it's filling this up. And then if my video ends, like, share, subscribe, let me know what you think, and we will definitely see you guys next time. And since this is just an experiment and I'm still learning, I'm not going to fight with the bubbles, but what I do is it is now at the little top of that hole there. I'm going to take this, put it like so, and hope my hand doesn't shake, because like I said, my